Welcome back. Again, I'm TV and this is Truth Viral, where the truth goes viral. What are we going to talk about today, guys? Fukushima, that's what we're going to talk about. Man, this is a race. The race is on. There's so much to cover when it comes to Fukushima. Look, guys, look it up. Look up online. Look up Fukushima. Look how many videos are out there covering Fukushima. I'm talking about videos that have been put out, updates today. You can look up Fukushima, January 17th, 2015, and look at how many videos people are talking about Fukushima. Do you live on the West Coast right now? Let me ask you this. Do you have a radiation meter? Have you gone out? I mean, I don't know. What are you buying? Big screen TVs? What are you buying? I don't know. What are you spending your money on? If it was me and I had kids, I'd be spending my money on a freaking background meteor or something like that. Are you still going to the beach? Are you out there skimboarding, kneeboard, boogie board, surfing? Woohoo! Taking it all in, huh? They've Alex Jones has sent some of his TV crew out there, some of his reporters, and they've got meters, and some of those levels are not. Look, I watched a video with Pastor Paul Begley the other day, and that was like on the 15th of January, 2015, guys. And you know what he said? He said the levels were 160 billion times more than the acceptable levels that they said that were acceptable then, which weren't even really acceptable. Let me ask you this. What is acceptable radiation levels? Background radiation. Do you know there's a difference between background radiation and a hot particle, guys? Do you know that there's a difference? Background radiation builds up, kind of like stacking a brick and then putting some mortar and stacking another brick and putting mortar. You go where I'm going with this, right? You know what I'm saying? One hot particle, guys, and you're guaranteed to get cancer. It just takes one. That's why I won't allow myself or my son to eat seafood anymore. That sucks. Because I love seafood. I love sushi, man. I love my tuna. I love sushi belly. I'm mad about that, okay? And that's why I do these videos. I'm pissed off that I can't eat seafood anymore. I won't let my son eat it. Maybe somebody in my family will watch this video and they'll stop eating it too, but I just can't seem to get through to my family sometimes about things. So, Fukushima, guys. Think about it. Radiation, how many years was it? 2009, that thing has been leaking, and it's been leaking into the ocean. Whether it's been leaking up into the air is one thing, okay? It's not smoking, puffing, okay? But it's leaking down into the groundwater. The water table there, it raises and lowers. It goes up and down with the sea level. Hello? That means it's leaking into the ground. Mass fish die-offs. Does that have anything to do with Fukushima? Does that have anything to do with the water heating up in our oceans? I mean, are you eating fish, guys? Come on, man. There's ways to prevent yourself from, I can't stop you from eating fish in one hot particle and you're done. You already ate it. Sorry. But you know what? You can protect yourself from background radiation. You can protect yourself. You see these bottles sitting next to me right over here? Yeah. I'm an info warrior, and I'm proud of it. I've been an info warrior, and I'm a Prison Planet subscriber. Yeah, I do all those things that I support this. It's going to be what we do in the end. When they look back at this, guys, and they look about who didn't do anything about these things, you're just as guilty as the rest of them. That's why I do these videos, because I don't want to have this stain on my heart that I didn't do anything. I'm thinking about the children of America. I'm thinking about children in Japan, China, all over the world, guys. Are our oceans connected? Are they connected, guys? If you eat something out of the Atlantic Ocean, is it affected by what happened in the Pacific Ocean? Ask yourself that question. Let me ask you this too. If there's an acceptable level of radiation, right? You got kids. Why don't we just make, like hazardous crunch, like gamma radiation crunch or something, right? But it's acceptable, right? You feed this to your kids every morning before you send them off to school, right? There you go, kids. Have your, radiation O's or whatever. Come on. Are you going to feed this to your kids? Are you going to allow this to keep happening? We got to do something about this, I don't think it's, I don't know what can be done about it at this point. I know at one point they were using duct tape to try to fix this thing or keep this thing up, you know, from imploding. I got to make a mention of a couple things, and I don't want to leave this thing out, but, you know, I ask you this. This is important. I want to tell you this, too, because this is really super important. I leave this out of a lot of, I've done more than one Fukushima video. Made a mention of Fukushima! Okay, guys? It's that important, you know? You realize that all the nuclear reactors that they have for these nuclear reactors are right up against the ocean and against bodies of water. Has anybody put two and two together here and figured out if the power grid goes down, how do you keep nuclear reactors from imploding and going up like Chernobyl? Water. That's why they're next to the water, guys. Hello. Not a rocket scientist. I don't know. Most of these rockets these days can't even make it off the ground, so sometimes I feel a little bit smarter than a rocket scientist. Anyways, look. You know, what are we going to do about this? Is there a solution to the problem? You know, are we going to continue to allow this to happen without making any mention of this? Again, if people find out about this, does China and Japan have an exit strategy? Does California, Washington, Oregon, been organized. Okay, they got an exit strategy where they're going to put all their people? Portland, Seattle, Los Angeles, San Diego, Crescent City, the Redwood. I mean, come on. How many states over is safe? Guys, the survival shield, it protects your thyroid. Do your own homework. I'm not going to even go into it on this video. Poor man's iodine. Yeah, you don't have to buy this stuff from Alex Jones. You don't have to be an info warrior and be a health nut like myself and try to take care of myself, because that's how I avoid Obamacare, is staying healthy. I ain't paying that. I don't smoke cigarettes. I filter my water, all those good things. But poor man's iodine is Himalayan pink salt. It has iodine in it. I'm not talking about the iodized salt. Don't buy that crap. You might as well be drinking the I'm not going to even say it. I don't want to say it. I don't want somebody to do that. You know, don't oxidized iodine, bad. Electrified nascent iodine, good. Like Sesame Street up in here, my bad. Okay, seriously, guys, there's ways that you can do this without actually buying this. The health food stores, you can buy a bottle of potassium iodine. Okay, why has the government made a purchase order on fedbiz.gov for potassium iodine? That's how the military treats for radiation poisoning. Potassium iodine, guys. I know I'm prior military. Hoorah. Move out. Draw fire. Come on. I know what I'm talking about. I want you to think about all those soldiers too, guys. Has everybody forgot about all those soldiers that were on cleanup? Do the homework. How many of those guys are there? How many people who worked on Fukushima have died that are not there anymore? Okay? Dead, gone. You don't understand? No birthday next year. Not going to have one. Come on. That could be you, me. With the way the weather's been blowing around, you don't think this is blowing around all around our planet? But I want you to think about what I've mentioned. And I keep leaving it out, but I got to mention this. If the power grid goes down and we do not have power to cool these power plants, there's a whole bunch of power plants in this country that are already leaking, that they've shut down the reactors because they don't want to alarm the public. The sheeple might get alarmed. They might actually do something. Just drink your Kool-Aid, okay? Right? Have your hungry man dinner. And your popcorn. Okay? Anyways, I left out a whole bunch of stuff on this video. I'm going to have to do 2 Fukushima videos. I just want to, what's acceptable levels, of Fukushima? Is having nuclear power really worth the risk? I don't think so. I don't care what you tell me. It's not worth the risk. You tit for tat. Nuclear meltdown, power, cheap. Look, somebody's going to suffer bad. Remember good, bad, Sesame Street? Come on, guys. Come on. Think about it. You know? What did I leave out? Thyroid disease. How about all those kids over there in Japan dying? Does that matter to you? Oh, let me tell you this before we end this video. Radiation. You can't see it. You can't smell it. If it was bright pink or bright purple or I don't know if it had 3 heads or something, would you notice it? But you're not. You're not going to taste it. Generally, it can be tasted, but I'm saying you're not going to taste it. You're generally not going to smell it, so you're not going to even know it's there. So it could be sitting right next to you, like your best friend. And your best friend. Some of your best friends aren't best friends, are they, in the end? Got to watch them. I'm telling you to pay attention to what's going on, guys. Do something about this. I'm going to end this, wrap this up. Bringing you the truth about Fukushima, guys. Fukushima. This is TV. Once again, bringing you the truth. This is Truth Viral, where the truth goes viral.